Hello and a very good evening to you. I'm Phil Griggs. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Cafe Clairvoyance Sunday Spiritual Show. Hope you're well. Hope you had a lovely day out there, and hope you had a good Halloween yesterday. So, just to welcome you along to this show, as it says up there, please share our Cafe Clairvoyance Spiritual Show. Sharing is caring. That'd be great if you could do that, guys. It just helps us along out there. It's a show's free. Anyway, later on this evening, in a little while, I'm going to be joined by the fabulous Helen Grady. Absolutely marvellous medium, thoroughly enjoy working with her, and always a giggle. A giggle with the Grigglies. So how's that? Yeah, sound good? Anyway, so let's start the show on the road. Let's see you guys in a second, and here we go. Well, I tell you what, guys, you probably feel the same. It seems like absolute minutes that you guys were on from our last show yesterday. There was a marvellous 2-hour show I did with Guillemar, and she was absolutely fabulous. She kept going, and that was brilliant. So always fabulous, always good fun. And the makeup, I think has come off. I don't think I look the same as yesterday. No, it's a bit different now. Anyway, very good evening to you all. And Kelly says hi. Hello, evening all. Sounds like we're in the police. Evening all. Officer Dibble. Anyway, we've also got Ellie saying hello, everyone. And we also got Deb saying hello, everyone. You're so social, you guys. What do you like? We just can't stop you, can you? And Catherine says, hello, everyone. Nice to be back. Yes, lovely to have you on the show as well. And even the producers here as well, which is always good because that's what makes the show work. And yes, good fun last night. Thank you. Well, it was a pleasure. And we found it very engaging, very entertaining. And we had loads to talk about afterwards. We were talking about all the haunty things that were going on. Yes. And so it's good. Yes, brilliant. So tonight, 1st November. Well, here we are. We really are coming into the lower autumn months now, aren't we? Before we come into winter. Yes, but don't worry, you know it's after winter. Spring, and off we go. Spring into a new step. Now, I want to just share with you guys here just a few things. I thought I was going to do a great big horoscope forecast for you guys like I normally do, but I thought to give myself and Helen more time to read for you guys, I was going to cut that a bit short. But what I will do though, in case you do like this stuff, is just bring up the chart and just show you a little bit about what's going on. And these are the main factors here. So everybody will experience this in one way or form. And down that section there, as you can see, the symbol of Taurus. And we can see the moon that's just skidding on by. It's moving off in a different direction now, away from Uranus. And it's interesting here because as soon as that full moon came right up and touched Uranus. What happened? Yes, the government said there's a lockdown coming in the UK this Thursday. And it was almost, you could look back earlier on in the year and just said, yeah, this is the second lockdown. Don't think it's going to be as intense as it was before, but I think we're going to find it a little bit easier. Yeah, so how's that? That's good. And what else we got here? What else did I tell you? Yes, also here we got loads of new energies which have started to emerge through the early part of this month. But there are always some challenging times, as we have been feeling here. But what are the challenging times telling us? Well, basically, I think it's what Guillemar was saying yesterday. Totally agree with this. Is that it's all about choices we want to make. It's all about where we want to go, what we want to do. And this is the decisions where we start making prior to going to the year. And then we come into the following month of December. And wow, guys, isn't it? And that's going to be a change altogether. I think you're going to find spirits lifting a little bit, things easing. And you know that feeling we had here where right from the very top of life, so to speak, working away all the way down the bottom here, sometimes saying, what's going on and where are we going? And that's gone from the very top down to here. No one really knows. Well, as we come out through this year, starting to go to next year, that's all going to change. It's all going to change here. Astrologically, we can see the pictures here. It's just waiting for everybody to react to this a little bit later on. And so that's some of the stuff here that's going to be coming up here. So there we go. Right. I like this. Nabila says, I'm going to list this whilst in the shower. That's okay. Yes, there'll be bubbles everywhere. You know, like sort of shampoo going here, conditioner there. Yes, crazy stuff. And we've got loads of people coming on tonight. We've got Jay wants to come on, so we're saying hello, Jay. And Davina, lovely to... sorry, just click that there. There we go. Davina, lovely to see you as well. And who else we got here? We got Sarah says, hello, lovely people. That's right. Always lovely people on this show. You always find that. You just find it in this group. It's great. Anyway, it says down here, look, it says join a Cafe Clairvoyance group, because this is going to become a very interactive group. And if you're not in the group, you're going to miss out what's going to be coming on through November and onwards here. Where are me going? This is fabulous grammar. This is Shakespearean grammar. You can tell these aren't, can't you? Where are me going? Yes, I love this. Anyway, there we go. We've also got what else we got here now? We got we got Whoop Woo Davina. This is obviously a code of some kind. Very, very extensive code, and I think that's very nice. And what else we got going on here? We've got loads of you coming through, just saying hello. So that's absolutely lovely. But guys, just let you know what's going on through this year, what's coming up through next year. Very interesting times coming up. Just bear with, just go with. And if you guys are know hairdressers, beauty salons, and all those facilities which are about to be closed, please get in touch with them. And just before they go and shut down, is go and get your hair done, go and get your nails done. I mean, I got mine done recently. Anyway, yes. So and also, yes, just go and connect with those people there, because those people are going to suffer a little bit, aren't they? Unfortunately. But we want those guys to feel loved. We want those guys to feel here. Look, we care for you guys, and we're putting a big shout out there. And social media is a great way to reach everybody. So let's say let's just give those lovely people there, those lovely people, a big round of applause for all the lovely stuff they do. Yes. We're all looking good, aren't we? We'll have a hair done. Yes. Okay, right. Let's go and have, yes, Jay Jones, the hairdresser. Jay, oh my God, tell me about it. I've just finished. Keep going. You got until Thursday. Yes, okay. And Deb says she's just booked a massage. Fabulous stuff. That's wonderful. And Maria says, yes, trying times. Maria's out here in Spain, so it's not completely different here to what's going on back in the UK. But yes, I imagine here you're very much in contact with people over there in the UK. Now, during the show this evening, we've already got quite a few of you here who have written in beforehand requesting a reading, which is fabulous, because we're going to do readings for you guys. Everyone else here that's come through, here. I'm just looking at your comments here. Oh, you're amazing guys. What we're going to say here is guys, we've got quite a few of you here who have written in beforehand saying you'd like a reading. We're going to read for you guys probably first because you've written in beforehand, but we'll have plenty of time to get round to you other guys. So, I think, without further ado, let's go down the road. Go down the road there to good old Albia, albeit not far from Benidorm, in case you're wondering where that is, and to speak to a very, very good friend, Helen Grady, fabulous medium. And last time we were on here, it was such a scream of a show. It always is good fun. And okay, here we go. Big shout out to Helen Grady. Yay! Welcome on the show. Hello. You need to go that way a bit. You're on.
Okay. And there's the bloody tap in the sink. Hold on.
Don't know where. Don't worry about the tap. Don't worry about it. Anyway, very, very good evening to you. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
Good. Lovely to see you. And glad
in packing stuff.
That's right, because you're on the move there, about to go. Oh, my screen's just gone a bit funny. I'm just gonna, turn that off there. Eek. Yes, there you go. Yeah, sure. It's because you're on the move, aren't you?
Yes, we're going back to the UK, but my sister's having the apartment, so I'll be able to keep coming back and do.
Backwards and forwards, good. That's fabulous. Okay. Because we'd miss you out here if you weren't back there. But lucky for social media here, we can do that. We can always keep in touch and connect, which is absolutely fabulous. You've got, everyone say hello to you. We've got Eleni saying hello, Helen. Eleni saying hello to Helen. We've got Sarah saying hello to you. And we've got Deb saying hello to you. That's absolutely fabulous. Great stuff. And
moved.
Sorry, say again.
I said, is that better? I've moved.
That's lovely. It was good anyway. It was fabulous anyway. Yes. But okay, great. You look great anyway.
I need new glasses. These are my cheap £1.99 ones.
They're lovely. They're lovely. We won't say anything about them at all. They just look like the 1960s Batman glasses, aren't they? Yes.
Same head now. Put my diamantes on.
I see. Okay. Deb says, where in the UK are you going, Helen?
To Widnes. It's Cheshire, but it's just by Liverpool, in between Liverpool and Manchester. That's
a lovely part of the world. Lovely, beautiful part of the world up there. Loads of greenery up there, isn't there? Loads of greenery.
Yeah. Cold.
Okay. Yeah, it is cold. Yes. Down in this war, it's been a gorgeous day down here today. It's been about, I suppose, about 23 degrees. It's quite nice.
Yeah.
Anyway, so during the show tonight, we're going to do some readings for you guys and see what's going on there and how we're going to work with you. So we're just, if you've got any questions there that you would like a reading at all, guys, then what we need you to do is to messenger in, or you can put it out on a feed here. Yes, probably better on the feed this time of day, is favourite colour. Favorite colour. If you do that, that's great. And also what we need is a question, and just a question. If you're going to ask 3 questions, we'll just pick one of them. We haven't got time to read all of them. And yes, we'll do that there. Now, also just so you know what's come up here on Tuesday, guys, we've got the wonderful Helen Davies of Spread Some Sunshine, who came on, I think, in May or June of, actually, yes, it's June, earlier on this year. She came on and she was absolutely fantastic. We got a huge amount of views. I think the views went over 1,000 views. That's it. Stop there.
I am sorry. I spilt some water.
Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Never mind. Okay. Anyway, so yes, so she's coming on Tuesday this week. Now, I did write a couple of notes down here, which I thought ought to say to you guys. In this day, bit of history, in 1994, on the 1st of November 1994, Amazon was the first company then to produce a .com name, and they registered their company as .com in 1994. That was Amazon. Hasn't that kind of changed over now, a long time ago? And also in 1611, on 1st November, it takes you back a bit, doesn't it? I'm trying to think what was happening then. The show called The Tempest, which is by William Shakespeare, a romantic comedy, was first prepared and shown at Whitehall Palace. There you go. A little bit of history for you, so I hope you like that. In the meantime here, loads of lovely people out there looking into the show, and I think we're going to crack on with your reading, so why not? Okay, so if you're on the show and you're there and you're interactive, we can read for you the ones who are sent here before. So first of all here, let's go, because I've seen this lady here already. Is Deb Harris. Let's go to Deb Harris here, and let's go and find her. She's just up here because we could see her on the show. I just missed her. Hello. She actually says hello, Helen. Hello, Helen. Now, Deb's wrote in. She said she got a message on last week's show, which was about listening, like just listening. And she said that she's had a few issues this week where she just felt a bit wacky, out of sync, which is interesting during these times, because I think a lot of people would actually say that. And this week, what she wants to know is she didn't quite, wasn't able to quite grasp it, is because she's not very good at puzzles and things. She's trying to work things out. So she's listening away, and she doesn't quite know what to do at the moment, and she's feeling a little bit out of sorts. So if we were to focus on Deb's there, let's help her out and just give her a little bit of insight here. Now, if I'll jump in first of all, unless you want to pick up straight away, Helen.
No, yeah. I mean, you're more into predictions and telling people I can't do that.
Okay. I'm just gonna see what comes up here. And Debs, the first thing I'd like to say to you here is I've got this lovely gentleman with me, lovely gentleman, because as soon as I got your message through there, and every time I get a message that you guys write in, I think before the show, okay, who's out there, who wants to come through, and this very nice gentleman wants to come through, and he's right by the side of me here, and he says here that. He used to smoke quite a lot. I don't know if it was completely smoking related why he passed over, but he showed me loads of cigarettes. And he also wants to show me here, he just says dad. Now, I'm very careful not to say it is dad, because often, sometimes I find here, even granddads say dad. Sometimes they come over here and say this. So I just want to say this here, but he's given me this little link to you here to say that he's there. And what he wants to say to you here is would you understand here that some of the ways of actually listening at the moment, would you understand here that you've also needing to listen to what other people are saying to you? In other words here, would you understand here, sometimes you're listening to what's going on around your people, of either what is you take on board as being right or what you need to steer clear of. We've been through very challenging energies, very confusing energies, and sometimes people are conflicting. Although you're an exceptionally helpful character, I really pick up here wants to say to you to keep it a bit distant. Would you also understand here, listening is the interesting thing, because would you understand here you're listening to your body? Okay, that's an interesting thing to say, but listening or feeling, sensing how your body is at this present time. Because he's also saying to me here, he says, you just need to take care of this area and watch how things go. But his main thing here is the listening around you that he's telling me is listen to what people are saying and notice sometimes here the people you feel drawn to and the people you don't feel drawn to. And sometimes you just got to create a little bit of self-space, self-protection, self-healing and self-awareness, even self-love here, because this is interesting. They just flashed in there as well, very, very, very clearly. Part of your listening here is your psychic ability, Gray. Your spiritual ability. Helen, is there anything you would like to say for Debs?
Well, first of all, can I just give off what I got this afternoon on the balcony? A lady showed herself to me, but as a younger woman, and I want to say a land army girl, but she had the scarf on, but she was fixing vehicles, like tractors and things like that. So I thought nothing of it, but I've had to give it off in case someone can make a connection with it. And I've had a lady's voice, I don't know whether it's her, shouting, Raymond, Raymond. Now, okay. I don't know whether it's Debbie or not, but I feel I'm stressed. I've got pains here. It's not a physical, even though the person thinks it's a physical pain, it's stress. And it's not indigestion, it's a tightening in the chest. Some people can sometimes think they're having a heart attack or angina, but this is stress. And I think the stress is around Debs, but the rest of the connection that I got, I'm not quite sure, but I just had to give it off as I got it. So if somebody else can understand it, then fine.
Okay.
I have to say now that I'm being drawn into Debs. I want to give you an apple pie because I think that you like that environment of the family apple pie. Everything's nice and apple pie. Do you understand that? But unfortunately, at the moment, everything's not like the apple pie. The good old American families, as they say, good old. Right, you need the apples, but you need lots of sugar on it because I feel that you are not actually eating correctly and that you're skipping meals and then just having one at the end of the day. And that's no good to you. Any anxieties and stresses that you have at this moment in time and been told by this lady is because you're not looking after yourself. You must look after yourself first before you can look after others. And you do look after others and you tend to neglect yourself. So please take on board what I'm saying. That I was given a name then. It was really strange. But Phoebe, a name like Phoebe, if you can understand that.
Fantastic.
Thank you.
Fantastic, fantastic. One of the things, and I think it's interesting here to really listen to your health at the moment and what you've got to do. And I think your advice there regarding what you're eating, I think, is diamond. Fantastic. It's interesting to say here, yes, stress, my chest has been tight and I need to lose weight. I have arthritis. Okay. So it's listening to what your body needs, really listening to it. So I think here, what's going to be going on there for you is really listening to what your body's trying to tell you, but also about people around you. If you understand that, and sometimes don't let stress come on you because you're allowing yourself to be around people who could be a little bit challenging towards you, or a bit of conflict going on there. Just to be careful of that. Wonderful, wonderful stuff. Wonderful stuff. Okay, Deb, so I hope that helps you out there, and thank you very much for joining us there. Now, let's go and pop up the road, and let's go and speak to a very nice lady called Raina. And Raina wrote in earlier on here, and she wanted to say, just reading out her little notes here, says, Raina, there she is. Yes, she says she's got the colour pink. Very nice colour pink there. And she also wants to say, will my money problems be sorted out by the end of the year? Or where's it going to get sorted out? What sort of time period is this going to come forward here where we get this? And it's interesting here because Raina, want to pick up around you. Would you understand here that some of the reasons why the money issues here have been around? Yes, she says hi. Very, very good evening to you. Lovely to see you. See you on the show here. And right, because so what you understand, some of the money issues which have been around you is that, okay, it's easy to say this, but this is what first of all I'm being told here is changing your lifestyle, completely changing your lifestyle. And it's interesting because I've got two people who want to come through initially. Two people. I've got two people here. And what I want to say here is the first lady actually stepped up towards me. And this is so interesting because this lady's wearing glasses and she wants to mirror Helen. As in those Batman glasses. No. Yes, they're the old Batman glasses. And she wants to mirror those glasses here because she used to wear those. She used to wear glasses like this. And she says here that on one side of her chest before she passed over was an illness which is responsible for taking her over. She wants to put this impression on my chest here. And as she's going GM. So I pick up here grandmother, but I'm picking up an N name, like Martha, Marie, but I've got M, very strong M, GM. So I know grandmother and an M. And she's saying to me here, what she wants to come here and say to me here is she says here, she's got her hands like this praying for you. She really has. She's praying for you here. Now, would you understand loads of tears? She wants to say tears around you, a lot of emotions, and saying, oh my God, what am I doing? Where am I going? And feeling like everything is hopeless and helpless. But it's not hopeless. It's not hopeless. That's what she wants to bring through. She says she doesn't want you to feel it's like this, that this is actually going to be slightly different. Now, because there's something in the pipeline that you're looking at, isn't there, Raina? There's a particular job or career or something that you want to start. It's been in the back of your mind for a little while that you want to start because it's not just about money, she's saying to me here. It's not just about, she says, yes, it's not just about money, but you're thinking about starting a new career, even if it's an addition to a career you have. And it's interesting to hear why she feels, or why you feel here sometimes that you felt that this hasn't been a time for you to enhance on this. And maybe it's just down to confidence. Maybe it's just down to just feeling here, maybe not feeling as strong as what you'd like to. However, what she's saying to me here, although you've gone for the colour pink, what I'm feeling around you is with aura colours, is a very strong orange. And the orange here I love because it's enthusiastic. So I pick up here, although you felt down, although you felt life was very difficult, this is now going to start to be different. And I pick up you're going to come through a better time. They're telling me here, although it's alarming here, I say alarming because I don't think it was actually on the cards at some point here, but would you understand here two things? One about a home move and the other one here about children. Home move and children. And I'll come back to this in a little while because she's still, this lovely lady is still here telling me this, but she just gives me a round of applause to you because she wants to say a sparkling new beginning coming up. And she's also looking at the spring with you. She's looking at the spring. So I think here you'll be going in for a very magical time around that. So, okay, I'd like to jump over and see Helen and see what you would like to say. Would you like to add anything there?
Well, as you were talking, I had a gentleman coming close, and he made me feel as though I suffered something wrong with his neck and his head, because I felt the pressure as though when you get sinusitis all across my face. But I'm suffering with my neck. I have to keep rubbing my neck. And this lady, I feel, has a good connection with this gentleman. And he's making me wear, it's something about a piece of jewellery you've either pawned or thinking of selling. But you're half and half. If you need to do it, do it. Because at the end of the day, it's only a thing. You can always replace it. And all sentiments are, oh, I shouldn't, oh, I shouldn't. It's only a thing. If you need to sell it, sell it. I've been given actually the colour green to put around this lady. Now, green for me is for emotions, because there's been a lot of emotions that's been off the Richter scale, I have to say. And he's making me laugh with this. But a very strong character, but didn't have to say a lot to know that he was there. He could just stand in the room and his presence was that strong that people knew he was there. But he's telling me to tell this lady that he's still there and he'll be with her all the time. But what it is she's contemplating doing, if you have to do it, do it. Others will try to advise, but don't listen. You've got my permission, he's saying.
Oh, that's lovely.
And he's given me a big thing of, polo mints. So just to give to her.
That's very nice. That's very nice. She says very true. She says very true. That's fabulous. Fabulous there. Now, just to come in here a little bit and just say what's going to start going on here. I just pick up here, Raina, as well, that you're going to be looking at the next few months in front of you. And actually, the way you are feeling now, and I know it's easy to say, we can all think of positivity and we all think of, it's easy to say to people, but what's coming up is looking a bit brighter. I think your motivation, it's the motivation and something else, is opportunities are going to get stronger for you. Opportunities, because you're going to want to, would you understand about wanting to start off a self-employed career? Something that you really want to do for yourself, and you've been thinking, yes, no, yes, no, yes, no. And they're telling me here that I think that you're going to do this. I think you're going to step into something that you've always wanted to do. And actually, the money's going to be there. And it's funny. This is really funny. You're going to laugh your head off at this. You're going to be given money. You're going to be given money. Money's going to come to you for work on a project that you want to do for yourself. And it's almost like, well, this has to happen then, because the way this has happened, the way it's connected, the way it's happened. So I think they're great. Great. It's interesting, actually, because I picked up 2 or 3 people there, Helen. Now, I picked up on the lovely lady here, and I picked up as a grandmother, and you picked up on the gentleman. So, yes, it's funny how it connects, how it all works, isn't it?
It certainly is.
It certainly is. Certainly is. What do you feel about the energy at the moment there, Helen, compared to, say, the past couple of days or few weeks? How do you feel about the energy like today, for example?
Well, I've just been chilled out while Kev's been packing. I think that spiritually or magically or whatever you want to call it, things are getting a little bit stronger. Definitely. And we stood out and looked at the full moon last night, and
beautiful.
I'm always drawn to the moon. I think I must have lived there in a past life.
There was the man on the moon, there's a woman on the moon who's missing.
And I think people are becoming more aware and awakening spiritually now, because the energies are shifting. And I'm not really in astrology like you are. I mean, I wouldn't have a clue. The only stars I've seen on the telly. But, things are definitely changing and people are wakening up to what they can do. It's not just certain people can do spiritual things, especially in mediumship, but the more young'uns now are becoming aware of it.
Yes, I really believe that. I think there are a lot more younger people now coming into this and awakening themselves, and I think it's an extraordinary time. This year, and this year, and it's something that Guillermo was saying yesterday, that now we're coming back into, or now people are wanting to take back or own their own sovereignty. I think that's a fantastic word. Guillermo was saying it yesterday, and now we're going to use this on Cafe Clairvoyance because she said it on there, so we're going to use it. Anyway, thank you, Guillermo. If she's watching, cheers, buddy. Anyway, so she said, but I think it really is taking back your sovereignty, your power, your who you are, like your Helenness or your Rainerness or your Davinaness or your Sarah-ness, taking back and owning that loveliness about yourself to go forwards. And it's interesting here because when you're in yourself, you really love it. You love it when you're in, yes, I'm in me, I feel great. Rather than sometimes thinking we're dragged. Sorry?
If you take ownership of
yes.
yourself and don't let anybody else do it, I just wake up and do what I want every day. I don't notice what anybody else says.
I know. Oh dear, don't we know? Joke, teasy. Yes. Now,
jokes last
night. Don't raise that finger. I know what happens when you raise that finger. Now, Sandra here very cheekily says, Phil, didn't recognise you without your makeup on, Phil. Thank you so much. And the producer says, lol, and his bad jokes. They're brilliant jokes, real about. They only happen once a year. I've got the Santa jokes coming up next.
Oh, my God.
Christmas time. Yes. Now, just to let you know here, guys, if you've got internet and you've got a television, you can also watch us on television. Because on your television there, you can go onto YouTube. If you go onto YouTube, you press Cafe Clairvoyance and we appear on TV. So you don't have to just look at this on your phone. You don't have it on a laptop or whatever you're working on here. You can actually see this straight away there. So you can see it on your television and you can still interact. It interacts there. So that's just to let you guys know there. Of all the things here, the most untechnical person, I'm saying this insultingly, is Deborah, my wife there, but she's coming up pretty strong now on social media. I'm looking thinking, how do you do that? How do you do this? Anyway, so she's doing that. But yeah, she actually said here, why don't people watch it on TV? They can watch it on YouTube. And I've completely forgot about it anyway. So there you go, guys. You can subscribe to YouTube, Cafe Clairvoyance, and this show will come up live on your big screen. How's that? Happy? Good. Alrighty. Okay, let's go up the road. And let's go and have a little chat with a very nice lady called Davina. Good evening, Davina. In fact, let's give you a round of applause because this is the first time you've actually been on the show and it's an absolute pleasure to welcome you on. In fact, let's give you one of these too. There you go. That's good. Yes. Anyway, so guys, Davina, lovely to work on the show. In fact, just looking at your question here, you came through and you said here, mate, you've been making unusual connections with people or people that you wouldn't normally connect with. And you'll find that it's all very, very strange. And you're saying it's very different people to normally connect with. And you're even questioning things about yourself, like what's going on out there? What is actually happening here? And I think it's quite extraordinary here at the moment. But one thing I would like to say to you is to say to you here that I hear laughter from the spirit world. Loads of laughter for you. Loads of laughter for you here. And it's interesting here because I've got a young man here. Young man wanted to jump in, but he says he passed over at a younger age. He wants to connect with his head as part of the reason why he passed over. And as I'm talking to him here, he just wants to let me know that he's sending loads of love to you. But he wants to show to me here that, yes, you're going through extraordinary times, but it's like you're the ship without a helmsman or someone steering it. So you wonder where on earth the ship is going. But actually the sea, which is call it the universe, call it the energy field, is actually drawing you where you need to go to. And it's interesting here because you've been looking at your house, haven't you? Look at your house here, because he's telling me here, look at your house, thinking, okay. And part of you here says you absolutely love it. Would you understand it, Davina? You absolutely love your house. But there's another part here that says, but what about the future? Because you're looking at things very closely. And he's telling me this here to say to you that it could well be here that you're going to actually start preparing yourself to do some sort of move, to do a journey here, because he's given me keys. Now, the keys in one symbology here, symbology in mediumship and clairvoyance is absolutely fantastic. It's one of the greatest ways to actually connect with the spirit world is through symbology. But he's given me keys, but the key to me represents two things. On one side of the coin here, this is about connecting with a new property, but it's also, the key is also the symbology of like a new life coming ahead. So they want to give me that there. And also, they're also giving to me too here, love. There can be loads of love, relationships, love, and he's laughing his head off here, and he wants to, yes, she says here that she's thinking about a move. Yes, this is what they're telling me. But in one respect, you're thinking, I love my place. What do I move for? Well, the universe, this ship, which is taking you on a journey, is taking you to the place where you sort of need to go to. And this chap here is saying to me, he says here, there's, in fact, would you understand a chap who had an army connection, but he was a specialist? He was a specialist. This guy says to me he was a specialist. And whether that means the SAS or something, which was very much a specialist, he says here. And he just flashed me the side of his army uniform. And he just wants to say, he says that he's watching you. He's got no ego about it. He just plays things down a little bit. Oh, yes, like if he went on secret missions or places there, he would just say, oh, I'm a chef. And really, it's the last thing is. And but he just wants to let me know that he's here for you, and he just wants you to know here they're laughing because they are so happy for you the way your life's going to start to trundle on ahead. That as you go through next year, you want to become a very successful woman, and that's where you're going. I'm going to pass you over to Helen.
Right, as you were talking, I had a lady come through, but she was full of fun and bubbling, and she said to me that is it Davina?
Yeah.
She's strong with spirit anyway now. She said she's a bit of a hippie, and she made me laugh. She said, I'm a sister, but she laughed when she said it. So if it's not her biological sister, it's someone who she classed as a sister. I have the name Mabel shouted out, but I don't know if it's that lady's name or it connects with them on the earth plane. I also was given a bright yellow colour for this Davina lady because she brings a lot of sunshine into other people's lives, but unfortunately doesn't always look at the sunshine in her own life. I'm being told that she is a medium, or she's on the way to that way.
On the way to being there, absolutely.
She's very strong with spirit. She needs to be not so hurdy-furdy, I've been told, and listen properly. I know she lights candles, and if she watches the flames and asks the candle questions, it will flicker up and down. Sometimes she hears, but not very clearly. But this lady is going to be what you call an empath, because she already brings sunshine to other people's lives. And this lady telling me she will be an empath because she feels the emotions and the upsets and happiness, whichever is showing on other people, and she's going to be an empath. Oh, excuse me. That wasn't me, sorry. Right. I was being told then that this lady who's passed in the spirit world passed, and she couldn't swallow. A swallow had gone, and she used to choke even on her own words like I did then. It was physical, but it was too late. It was part of other conditions, if you know the meaning.
Yes.
Now she's talking about France. I don't know whether she had a connection with France or Davina has a connection with France. But she's saying France, and she's showing me, you know, the vineyards and all the old-fashioned buildings and that. Yeah, there's a love. Right. August, January. I can't quite get what she's... August and January are very... God, I haven't seen him on it. Very significant for this lady and for Davina. Oh, I've just been told two babies. and laughing when she's saying 2 babies. So I know that it's not the spirit world, it's the earth plane. 2 babies, watch out for the 2 babies, unless they've just arrived. Right, I have to say that all that glitters isn't gold, and she's given me a bag of coins here. Just be very careful of what you think you're getting and what you actually get, because not everybody's as honest as Davina is. Just be very careful. And with that, this lady's singing, there'll be bluebirds over the wide cliffs of Dover. So whether there was connections around Dover or down south that way, that's how I was rubbish at geography, so they give me songs for where they're going or where they're from. Good night, God bless, I'm being told. So the lady obviously says her prayers at night. And I see the bottle of holy water on the side. And then it's just so long farewell.
Oh, it's lovely. That's lovely. It's interesting, actually, as you're talking there, and you said about France. She says, oh, my gran would sing that. She said, my gran would sing that. It's interesting. We're picking up different members of the family, the way coming through. I think it's fabulous. I love working with Helen. She's just such a crack to work with. It's so funny. It's easy. It's easy to work with Helen. So anyway, enough of that. Right. Anyway, so just another thing here. You're saying here that you couldn't take France. Well, actually, I would, because what they're showing me here is this key, new property, making a move. I pick up here, there's a hopscotch thing going on. Hopscotch. It's almost like you could go to France, but France isn't a country or a destination where you're going to stay at. But it's a country you will go to initially, where you'll think here, then almost like think I like it here, but why am I here? But then you're going to move on. And which may be Spain or maybe somewhere else. But I just get a feeling here that you're going to have a sense of, this guy's back with me again. He just wants to give me a sense of liberty. Sense of liberty for you, a sense of freedom, and to feel like here, it's almost like all the old shackles of the past and everything is just falling away from you like old leaves. So, great. Marvellous. Okay. Let's go and do a little bit of, this. There we go. Okay, welcome back, guys. This is Clairvoyance. I'm joined by the fabulous Helen Grady this evening. It's lovely to see some of you guys here joining the show. We just done a lovely reading there for Davina. I say it's a lovely reading, but I think she's taken it on board. Went, oh my God, that is so true. And lots to take in. And thank you, she says. Absolute pleasure. And I think you're a lovely lady. And yes, you can always look back at the show and just press replay afterwards. It's also on YouTube. You go to the YouTube channel, you could just replay it on there to re-listen to your messages, whether it's you or anybody else, guys. And yes, hopefully that helps you. Good. Right, let's go up the road. Here. And very, very nice lady is up the road here. We're just going to pop up to her and just say, hello, Helen. Hello, Sarah. Sorry, where do I get that from? You're Helen. Hello. Sorry, everyone else you excluded. Is just me and Helen saying hello to each other. Anyway, right. Sarah, she says, pink, smelt someone smoking next to me earlier. Can you tell me who it was? Okay. Well, the interesting, well, actually, oh, for goodness sake, the trust is going to happen. Right, I got a few of them here want to show up. So actually trying to identify which one's a smoker. It's almost like they laugh. They laugh here because there's about 3 of them smoking. It's almost like say, guess which one it was. So I get these spirits coming through here, and one particular man just wants to jump straight through, and he wants to say, I am father, and he wants to jump straight through here. Now, would you understand an uncle, please, who also used to smoke? An uncle, because he's there, and he was just jumping in and out, just letting you know he's there. Would you understand about water with this guy, this uncle, water, whether he passed in water or water had a connection with him because he wants to bring this through here. However, your father is here, and as he's talking to me, he he is saying to me here, he says, he's almost like putting hands on your shoulders and hands together. And he's just saying, peace, peace. It's almost like we're working ourselves up and we don't need to. So he just says, peace. And this is energy. And spirit do this to me. I know exactly what they mean. He's looking at his wristwatch. Look at his wristwatch here. Now, you may have his watch, but the other metaphor to this is that I pick up for spirit world is like you've got all the time in the world and that you do not need to worry, and you can just feel this energy coming down and just knowing you're okay. That's what he wants to say to you here. He says that he just wants to bring this peace through to you. That's what he wants to show. He just wants to bring this calmness. And also here, yes, he shows me here that he had a big chest problem before he passed over. But that's his main message to you that he wants to say. I know there's a lot of others here want to talk, but actually I'm going to pass over to Helen because I get the feeling here you've got something there as well that you would like to say to Sarah to help her.
Well, as you were talking about a gentleman, I got a young male energy coming through, smoking. And then I had two ladies come through on one side, and one of the ladies said, "It's my son." And he was smoking away and smoking away. I have to say he was quite dapper, quite the ladies' man, I'd have to say. He felt the young energy, I think, because the two ladies that came, one was his mother. Now, he's making me see that he's wearing pinstripe trousers. But he's not making it as like, oh, I've got pinstripe trousers. He's trying to show you that everything is not black and white. Black, white, black, white. There's grey areas. And he's telling me to tell you to look at the grey areas. Again, one of the ladies is saying, it sounds like Annalise, something like that. It's her that's talking about the sun. But the other lady stuck to her like glue here. I don't know why, but they're very close, should I say. Yes, it's time now to think outside the box. They're bringing you loads and loads and loads of love. And I think that you need this love to envelope you in it, to help you so that you can be strong enough to do what it is and move forward.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know what country cousins means, but I have to give it to you because that's what I've just been impressed upon, my country cousins. And I'm being shown now snow, mountains with snow. Whether this is a memory link for you or they're showing you it's where they were. I'm laughing now, something about a balloon. Would you understand a joke or something with a balloon? The cigarette smoke is nothing, they're being told. That you're going to get lots of other signs, and I mean quite strong, so that you think, oh my goodness, I know who that is. It's going to be more definite, shall we say. Toddlers are being watched, so don't worry. They're being watched and protected all the time. And then as I sit back, I just sit back as though now I'm going to play music on it. It's a piano, but it's not. It's quite a posh one, if you understand what I mean. And I'm just playing all this nice music for you. Up and down the keyboard. It's not pop music. Just a steady pace. And this is what you're going to have to be at, a steady pace. And with that, the three of them have gone.
That's lovely. Oh, I tell you what. During this reading here, what I absolutely got was an overwhelming feeling of peace. Just to be at peace. It was overwhelming. Like, oh, just whatever's been going on is just like absolute calmness. That you just let go. Every muscle relaxes and you can just be yourself and just be that Sarah-ness, that lovely Sarah-ness. And I think you would, that would be quite a big thing there to take in. So, great, but it's absolutely lovely here. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Right, okay, let's go and have a little look at Joe. Joe says read friendship and love, please. Oh, crikey, they're coming through. I don't know why, but I've got to laugh. Would you would you understand here? This is like this. This is like this. Would you understand it? There's some friendships that they here could go, oh, that could turn to love, and some that are love like turn to friendship, but they're laughing. They're laughing here. It's like saying, which one, which one, which one, and it's but they're bringing this through as laughter. And it's interesting here too, because would you understand here? They get me. They give me like a heart. They're throwing my hands and they're getting hands here and they're looking at now and they're going, okay. But they want to throw the heart into the future. In the future said, there it is there. There it is there. Now, if I go through the next sort of few months in front of you and probably pick up to about February at the latest, is I just see his heart. So yes, relationships, friendships, and maybe there's a bit of this dancing thing going on. Is it friendship? Is it love? Is it friendship? Is it love? It's almost like a windscreen wipers going wrong. Is it? Which way is it? Anyway, so I get a little bit this crazy energy. But this lovely lady who's here, she says to me here, she says that she sends loads of love to you. She had a terrible voice. It's almost like it's a very croaky voice. It sounded like this before she had passed, like as someone who had been smoking quite a lot in their lives. But her intentions of happiness were to be there for you. She says, I'm not your mother. She says, I'm not your mother. So I pick up here, this is your grandmother that's talking to me. And she's telling me here, she says here that she'd always like to listen to you. She'd always be there and wished you well. But half the time she wouldn't understand anything you're on about. Now, partially that's because of the times. So I say, oh, I got a new computer. Oh, good. Oh, good. I'm going to go to school to do like a degree in like physiology, and she's like, oh, an ology. Oh, everyone's needs an ology. Yes, everyone needs ology. So it's almost like this. She's almost like, don't understand a word she was saying, but she just wanted to come through and says about her heart was there for you. It just says here, but she said to you here, she says it's a bit like windscreen wipers, but they're killing themselves laughing here. Would you understand it? Just relax, enjoy, have fun, and but real love is a little bit later on. A little bit later on. So hopefully that helps you out. Yes. My nan, she was great, bless her. Yes, I get the feeling here. She says here, makes sense, law. But it is funny. It is funny. It's almost like you've got to see the funniness in the situations rather than going, oh my God, which one is it? It's just, no, it's almost like a bit of dancing going on here, whatever it is. But you're getting pre-festive spirits, I think. But enjoy it. Enjoy it. Yes. I'll pass you down the road here to Helen.
It's funny you should talk about dancing though, because I had a gentleman come forward and he showed me he liked watching westerns on the television, because then he started going, yeehaw, like this, dancing. And he's saying, at last, at last. And I'm saying, what at last, at last? And then he said, the colour red. He said, everyone thinks, oh, danger and all this, but the colour red is for power, energy. And he's telling me that this lady, is it Joe, is at last standing in her own power.
Yes, I think so too.
She's not telling me what it is. He said she's taking responsibility for herself at last. And she's standing in the power and the energy, and he's dancing around like yee-howing and all that. He's not telling me who he is, but he gives me the name, two names actually, Eric and Edward. Both beginning with an E. And I said, why have you done that? Why have you? He said, because that's the names I have to give you. Okay. He talks about black. And he shows me that, he said, I might not have been tall, but what he lacked in tall, he was a bit wider, if you understand what I mean. Tubby is the word, tubby. And don't joke about it, because he had enough of it when he was here. Okay, then I won't. Right. He's telling me that Joe will know when it's right, because somebody will hit the nail on the head, I have to say, and she'll go, oh, yes. What he's talking about, I don't know, but I'm just reiterating what he's telling me. And he's just given me a big bar of Galaxy chocolate to give to her. But he's laughing when he gives it to me. So whether it's a bit of a no, or she loves it, but he's laughing as he hands it over.
Just give it to us. We'll take care of it for you.
Oh, right. It's just shown me, off Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, like May is springtime, and the little blue birds and all that. And apparently he liked birds, as in the feathered kind. and he's handing two to her. But I'm also got to tell her that still waters run deep. Never forget that. And then it's just gone.
Okay. Lovely. Joe, I hope that helped you out there. Good. Okay, we're going to pop across the pond. Pop across the pond. A very nice lady called Deanne. Hello, Deanne. Lovely to see you. You're all the way in New York there. And she said, great. Who's out there and what might they like to say? Very interesting question here. Very interesting question. Because as I'm just tuning into you, one of the first things I like to say to you here is like, I've got this man here who's a big man. Now, it's interesting to talk about a chubby man from earlier on there, Helen, from the last reading. But this man I get through was like a giant, but is also quite big. And he just gets his hands together and just goes, right, now then, he says, right, now then. He wants to put his hands together like this and clap, and he wants to do something in the future. He wants to sort something out here. Whatever's going to start unfolding in front of you, going through November, and more than likely going to be even stronger in December, is going to show you that new plans are afoot. Now, would you understand here that actually he says here you won't understand this, but there's going to be, you're going to look about where you're living, what you're doing. And there's a new plan coming ahead for you. He's really excited about it. He just says, right now then, but you've got decisions to make, which some of them are going to be a little bit on the hard side. But the main thing here is when you're in this sovereignty and you're in yourself and you know yourself, then you're going to make the right decisions. If you're going to give power to everybody else and do things because that's what they want, then you're making a decision which could create conflict for yourself. That's what I want to say to you. That's the initial bit here. When I just want to pop over the road there and speak to Helen, see what she wants to say, because we're going to do another reading after this. And yes, so here we go. Right. Good.
As you're talking to this lady, there was 5 people stood behind me. They didn't say it was male and female energies. They were just making me feel the energy. So I feel that this lady's got 5 close relatives who have passed to the spirit world. And they're telling me that she has felt the energies. We know we were talking about energy shifting before. And I've got 5 of them with one ear and hands on my back just saying, just do what we're saying. Tell her, yes, it is us. Even though you don't like to believe it, because you're a bit, I have to say the word flippant. You're a bit flippant, but no, the 5 are in the spirit world are close with you, and you will start to feel them. They'll come 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right. And also a yapping dog has just come through. It wasn't a great big dog, but it wasn't a tiny. I'd say it was, you know, when you get a mix of like a dog the size of a poodle, Labrador poodle thing, even though it wasn't one of them, like that, and it's yapping, yapping, yapping. And dogs come as friendships. So I feel that one of them was a good friend of yours. And they say that friendships are loyal. And if you want to carry on feeling loyalty, you have to look closer to home for it. I don't know what that means, but it's just for you to say, look closer to home for the loyalty.
Okay.
And that's it, really. And I've just realised my face is like a tomato. It got burnt today. Sorry.
Shh, don't tell them all that, but up in England has been awful up there.
I know.
Okay, lovely. Now we've got over to the pond there. Now we're going to go over the other side of the world and let's go over to Australia, and a very nice lady called Delia. Hello, Delia. Very, very good morning to you. We're on the way down to go and get our pajamas and hot cocoa and get ready for bed, and you're just getting up in the morning. So very good morning to you. Oh, look, you can even afford to give a little yawn. And yeah, hope you're well. Hope you're well out there. Now, you wrote in earlier on, and there was 2 parts to the question there. One of them was about your profession, and the other one there was about a general reading, just checking where things are going. And she says, hello. And she says, Australia, Austrain hears you. We are all listening. Ah, lovely. Well, we're here for you guys to broadcast here from Spain and the UK and get out to you guys as well. So, She's actually coming through, and one of the things I like to say. Oh my goodness! Right, okay. Oh crikey! I've just been taken over here by a lady who wants to step through. Now, she's got very auburn, gingery hair, gingery blondish hair. She's just stepped in, and she, first of all, what she wants to say to you here is cancer. The second thing she wants to say to you here, she says here, I'm okay. And the third thing she wants to say to you here, she says she loves you. This is not family. This is not family. And this lady just come, boom, stepped into me here to give this message to you. And she says about tears, crying, but this is you. Tears are crying here. And what she wants to say to me here is, as she's talking to me, she's saying to me here, she says here, it's like eeny, meeny, miny, mo, isn't it? She's saying to me, like, which way you go? What do you want to do? What do you want to do? It's like professionally, you're going like this, thinking this, that, which way you got to go. And she's saying to me here, her big message to say to you here, she says here, now may not be the right times, right time. Okay, her name is Maureen, lovely. Maureen is here. She just wants to give his connection to you. Yes, she just says it's her. She wants to say that she's wanted to come through to you to let you know that she's watching you. Loads of other people are out there watching you. She also wants to make the connection with a necklace around you, please. She wants that connection to give to you because she says this is something about her. She also wants to say the name Harry. And she also wants to make she's trying to make another connection with me here, but she's so excited. She says here she's absolutely fine. And she says here, don't go on the slow boat to China. You know that Swayze was saying here, like don't fall for fools and things like this here. So people trying to sell you things, just be careful here that you're not on a slow boat to China. Thinking here, oh God, I'm going to make no insults Chinese. It's the old sayings, isn't it? And we'll probably get more politically correct here. Probably find somewhere else. Anyway, so she wants to say to me here, she says here that she's there for you. And she says here, you're going to know it's not this year, she tells me here, that professionally is going to be the doorbells are going to start ringing for you in January. And that's where you're going to know the direction you're going in. And it's interesting here because you may think you may want to come all the way back over across the pond and come back to the UK. There's somewhere else in Australia you've got to visit first. There's somewhere else you've got to go because she says to me here, she says things are not quite as straight as they are there. And she's just coming through and saying to me that she's sending loads and loads and loads of love to you. Oh my goodness, it's loads of love. And just says to me here, just observe this. And what you got to do is just sit back and watch. Sit back and watch, observe. Just observe. Don't get caught out thinking, oh, I'll go for that and I'll go for that. Because you'll be thinking, oh God, I've made the wrong decision. And or something has been missed out, she's saying here, like contracts, things like this. Just don't get caught out in this. She wants you to sit right back and just watch and observe. All the better things are coming up for you. But I'll pass you over to Helen and see what she would like to say.
Well, I had a lady come through and she was singing Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star. She was my little star, is talking from the lady to...
Oh, lovely.
From now. I forgot now. I can't see, no glasses on. The lady from Australia.
Yes, Delia.
Sorry, I do apologise. And she said, you are my little star. Now, whether Delia is dealing with the stars astrologically or I don't know, but the lady from the spirit world has put tarot cards down in front of me.
Okay.
So whether or not Delia is starting to do the tarot cards or wants to do the tarot cards, well, this lady is saying, go for it because you can actually do it. And then the lady made me feel as though I was very tender from under my arm and down here, my left one, you know, like under the armpit and down. Right,
okay.
She's telling Delia to embrace life. Embrace life.
Oh,
sometimes she's telling me now that she passed before she could do everything that she wanted to do. You must embrace life, leave nothing to chance. You know when people write bucket lists and then it's too late? Well, she's telling Delia, You've written your bucket list. Do it now. Do it now. Not that there's going to be wrong with her, but do it now. Don't miss out on the chances and opportunities. Again, she's laying the tarot cards out for me. I don't know one tarot card from another, so they know they're not for me. They're for Delia. I think she will do well with the tarot cards. Get them out. She's got some. She's got some.
Yes, because she said Karen, Delia's actually written up here. She said that she does read them for friends.
Yes, well, it's going to take off, love. It's going to take off. She told me you've got some and you never change them. You keep them. You keep them. And so obviously this lady must have been spiritual, because she's telling me, don't forget to tell her to wrap them up. And don't let anyone else touch them.
Fabulous.
And there is a rainbow bridge, I'm telling her.
Ah, lovely. Ah, yes.
She just talks. She's just shouted the name Claire. Claire. And again, I touched my crystal. And I know that you spoke about a necklace, but I'm talking about a crystal now. You've got somebody's crystal.
But it's worn as a necklace, though. But it's a crystal, it's separate. It's worn as a necklace.
Yeah, on the necklace, yeah.
Okay.
Well, she's singing cheerio as we wave you goodbye. So she was a bit of a character, this lady. Yeah, she knows exactly who it is.
Yeah.
And on that, she hopped off.
Brilliant. Delia, I hope you enjoyed that there. It was an absolute pleasure. I know you've been wanting to get a reading for a little while. It's an absolute pleasure to get through one to you. We're right at the end of the show. In fact, we went over the show because you came on there, because I gave some to her. Oh, you gave her some crystals to her. That's lovely. Because they're showing us this. So it's been fabulous. Yes, so very good morning to you over there, the other side of the world. It's just been absolutely fabulous to, yes, can we have a shower of hearts to say thank you? Oh, that's very nice. Very nice. Can we shower of hearts to say thank you to Phil and Phil from the producer? Thank you very, very much. Delia says thank you. Guys, it's been an absolute pleasure reading for you all. But I think we read for quite a few people tonight, so absolute pleasure. Helen, what can I say? Absolutely fabulous as usual. Brilliant evening. Always good fun.
Them.
Well, in that case, if it's all right with you, I might have to drag you on next Sunday. And Delia, if you want another reading there, it's we need to be an hour earlier.
Oh goodness, I'm out on the lash. I'm sorry.
Oh no, there's no problem. Sorry, guys, just got me. Okay. In the meantime. Yes. Oh, brilliant. Okay. A big thank you to Deborah, the producer. A big thank you to my friend Helen. A big thank you to you guys out there and for sharing everything there. And thank you guys too. So from us, good night to you, and good morning to you, Delia, in Australia. Take care.